Day 2, Saturday here at Metcon Rush 2025 continues. The elite women in heat number 1 are out on the competition floor, getting ready for event 4. And it's a bit of a doozy on paper, but it's buy-in with 25 calories on the bike and 100 feet of handstand walk, and then a buyout with 100 feet of handstand walking and 25 calories on the bike. In the middle, they have 4 rounds for time, 21 toes to bar starting every round, 12 power snatches at 65 pounds ending every round, and in the middle, 12, 10, 8, 6 wall-facing handstand push-ups. Wall walk into every set, come out of it any way you want. In lane number 3, we got Brittany Morella. In lane 4, Julia Aguiar. In lane 5, Sarah Firestone. In lane 6, Cass Lane. In lane number 7, Daisy Conde. After the workout this morning, Cass Lane pushed up into a tie with Sarah Firestone for 21st. Both of them are just still outside of that top 20 if they want to get into the top second heat for tomorrow. Daisy sits 23rd, Julia 24th, Brittany 25th. 25 women in the men's, or in the elite division for the women, 24 for the men, which we'll have coming up after this. Yesterday they had 2 events, a run and a lift. Today they have 2 events. They already did the first one, and it's definitely going to factor in here, as the first workout had ring muscle ups and wall balls with a rec bag lunge, and here we have handstand walking, snatching, and those wall facing handstand push-ups. So the arms are a bit fried, and the arms are going to be needed, especially on those 4 rounds in the middle. The midline probably took a bit of a beating from the rec bag. It'll take a little bit more of a hit with the handstand walking and the toes to bar. So only 2 workouts today, pretty tight window for getting them done, which I think the athletes appreciate. Then they'll have a lot of time to rest and recover before 2 more tomorrow. 17-minute time cap for this one. Conde still in the black with the pink shoes there. Cass Lane was watching Disney movie Brave last night, trying to channel that fiery energy into her performances today. Sarah Firestone, middle of the floor here in the white and purple. Julia Aguiar. Met her 2 Septembers ago, our monkey camp, second home for her. And in an almost identical outfit, rounding out the heat, Brittany Morella. 25 calories here on the bike to start before the handstand walking. The floor is 50 feet on those gray mats. You just see the corner of one of them there. So they'll walk down towards the crowd and the finish line, and then they'll kick up and walk back. Before starting in on the 4 rounds, it'll happen all right here at the rig, basically. Hand up for Firestone. We mentioned it in the earlier workout, where the muscle ups and the wall balls definitely favored some different athletes. Firestone, one of the bigger athletes in the field, and the rest of the women in this heat are on the smaller side. But Morella comes off the bike right with her and is going to kick up first. So it's Morella and Firestone, as Conde gets down. Firestone sent back. Morella's going to keep going.
For Brittany Morella, Daisy Conde now.
Easy 50 feet for her.
50 feet here. Brittany Morella has 50 feet
Conde
back before she
cruising.
can get those 4 rounds. We are 2 minutes in. Sarah
Cass
Firestone
Lane
out
running
back
on her
up here.
hands.
Daisy Conde going the distance.
They're both going to pass by Firestone on this handstand walk. Aguiar at the back of the heat, also on her hands there. Morella heading back towards the rig.
Brittany Morella
2.5
now on the
minutes
way.
into this one.
Conde trying
Daisy
to chase
Conde
down this buy-in.
almost goes out of her lane there, but saves it. She looks very comfortable on her hands. Morella's going to kick down 15 feet to go. Conde kicks down 25 feet to go, and now it's Cass Lane and Sarah Firestone catching back up to the overall lead. Morella will get across first. Firestone kicks down. Lane and Conde the same time. 4 rounds in the middle here. Toes to bar, wall facing handstand push-ups and power snatches. 21 toes to bar, the same every round. Wall facing handstand push-ups is what will change. 12, 10, 8, 6, and 12 power snatches. Aguiar still finishing up the handstand walking. Rest of women starting in on the first set of toes to bar. Hand up for Cass Lane, but Brittany Morella is going to finish first. And Cass Lane right behind her.
Athletes at the wall walk up. Keep those palms on that white line that's facing them outside here. It's about 12 inches or so from the wall. Cass Lane getting ready to get upside down.
Morella and Lane kick up at the same time. Daisy Conde down at the far side of the floor. Very fast. Lane's gonna break with 4 to go. Morella's staying up. She's got 3 to go and now 2. Conde also is gonna stay on the wall. Sarah Firestone's coming to join them. And Morella done with 12. Conde done with 12, and she'll somersault out of it. Lane's walking back up with 4 to go. Morella continues to lead. Conde is going to join her. Here comes Cass Lane. Firestone and Aguiar on the handstand push-ups. The chess pieces will advance each round. 7 touch and go for Morella. And Cass Lane sets in on her 12.
For Morella here in lane 3.
Aguiar comes to the bar. Firestone's going to break on the handstand push-ups.
Bringing Morella now off to the toes to bar. Make sure we advance that pylon forward.
Morella needs to move her pylon forward. You see the little numbers on the ground. She'll do that. Conde and Lane coming to do the same, and they'll all head back for another set of toes to bar. Aguiar on the snatches. Firestone 3, wall face handstand push-ups to go, but Brittany Morella continues to lead here. She's into the second round of the 4 rounds of toes to bar. We're in the middle of this workout. 1 more for Firestone in the background, and she's not going to get it. So Morella, Lane, Conde. Firestone finishes up the first set of handstand push-ups. Aguiar joins the rest of the heat on the toes to bar. Hand up for Lane, hand up for Morella. Cass Lane, Brittany Morella essentially tied. 5 to go for Conde. Conde was fastest on the handstand push-ups in the first round. Aguiar still working on the toes to bar. Firestone to the barbell. Conde will head to the wall along with Lane and Morella. Lane's gonna get down onto the ground first, it looks like. And she's gonna walk it up. She did 8 before breaking in the first round. There's 10 in this round. Conde and Morella both up. Lane will have a 3 or 4 rep advantage on them. 5 reps to go for Lane here. She is going to take another break. 6 out of the 10 done. Morella's got 5 and now 6 done. 3 to go, and she's going to break. Conde hits all 10, and that'll open up a lead here for Daisy Conde, capitalizing on a clear skill upside down. She was fastest on the handstand walking, and she was fastest on the wall facing handstand push-ups. I guess you could argue Kathleen was just as fast on the handstand walks. 12 reps every time on the barbell. Aguiar has joined Morella on the wall. Kathleen just finishes it. She pulls a 1 rep advantage over Morella and joins Conde. And now Aguiar, so 4 women onto the barbell here in round 2. Firestone and toes to bar in round 2. 8.5 minutes into a 17-minute time cap, so we're halfway through. And finishing this round of snatches would more or less be the halfway point of the workout. None of these women finished the first workout today under the time cap. 4 of them were all within 6 reps of each other, which was within 12 reps of finishing the wall balls. Conde moves to round 3, so 21 more toes to bar coming up for her. Kathleen will advance.
3 of 4.
Aguiar will be 3rd done with the snatches in this round. And Morella also.
Her third set of toes to bar here. 21 reps. She'll have 8 wall-facing handstand push-ups after these 21.
So it's Conde, Lane, Aguiar, Morella, all on the 3rd set of toes to bar. Firestone working on the set of 10 wall-facing handstand push-ups. Conde in the lead will just kind of slowly make her way over to her side of the floor. Daisy Conde in the pink shoes, black outfit. And she's got 5 reps to go here in the 3rd round of toes to bar. And she'll head back to the handstand push-ups, 8 in this round. This is where she's made the difference relative to her heat. Again, we have 2 more heats of 10 coming up after this. We have Firestone back to working on a set of 10. She's got 3 to go. Kathleen with the hand up on the toes row, but you see Conde, no doubt about it, this is a very good movement for her. Her toes actually just pivot in place. She's not even really sliding them up and down. And an easy set of 8 for Daisy Conde. Lane and Aguiar are now back to the wall. We know how these snatches are going to go. Let's see if Aguiar can make a move here. Aguiar, the one upside down at the moment. Lane closest to us. Morella is also to the wall-face handstand push-ups. That's 5 reps down for Aguiar before Lane even kicks up. Last one for Firestone in the set of 10. She's going to get it, but Aguiar passes Lane on the handstand push-ups. Can Kathleen get an unbroken set here? She's, I think, smartly and strategically broke the first 2 sets. Now she gets the 8 unbroken. Let's stay here and see what Morella does. This is rep number 5 for her. I don't know if she's got 3 more in her. She's probably gonna have to come down after that one. Yep. So 4 women on the barbell. Conde is gonna be the first one to move forward. Firestone's around behind the rest of these women. So Daisy Conde into the 4th of 4 rounds here. There is still There is still 100 feet of handstand walking and 25 calories at the end of these 4 rounds. Aguiar forgot to move her chest piece. She'll run out and do that. 2 snatches to go for Kathleen. Conde pulling ahead of the field. Morella trying to catch up to Cass. Firestone last 2 snatches in the previous round. So it's Conde, Aguiar, now Lane, moving into the final set of toes to bar. 4 sets of 21, 84 toes to bar in this workout. And you want to compete in the elite level of this sport, you should be practicing Metcons that have 100 toes to bar in them pretty regularly, so it's not unprecedented for them to do this. 1 rep to go on the snatch for Morella. 5 reps on the toes to bar for Conde. 2 reps to go. Cass Lane trying to catch Aguiar for second in the heat. 4 minutes to the time cap. And Conde glances at her hands between the muscle ups and the toes to bar. The ring muscle ups and the toes to bar. It's a lot of hanging. Not unprecedented that we could see some rips today. Hopefully not though. Gonna be an easy set of 6 here. Conde unbroken in all 3 rounds on those. 12 power snatches to go for her before handstand walking and biking and try to finish underneath that 17-minute cap, which is going to come about 3 minutes and 15 seconds from now. But 12 snatches here to go, 65 pounds. Final round of these for Conde, who's leading heat 1 of 3 for the elite women. This is their 4th workout of the competition. 6 total workouts in this competition. Aguiar has moved to the wall-facing handstand push-ups in the background, and she'll get a set of 6 unbroken. So she's about 15 seconds, 20 seconds behind Conde. It may look like more than that, but it's about 6, 7 reps on the barbell. Now, Conde was faster than Aguiar on the handstand walking. They were relatively similar on that first set of bike. Cass Lane, she's going to move to the last set of handstand push-ups. Morella still has a few toes to bar to go. 2 more reps. She'll roll her bar to the side and start in on the 100 feet of handstand walking. Aguiar's only a couple reps behind. Cass Lane up on the wall. She's going to try to hit 6 unbroken here. See her in the background. Morella, 2 more toes to bar to go in her final set of 21. Aguiar is going to join Conde on the handstand walking. We have 2 minutes and 10 seconds for the time cap. That was about 25 feet.
Moving to her barbell. Julia Aguiar, 2 minutes remaining on her handstand walk for the buyout.
Here comes Conde, 2 minutes to the time cap. You see the shoulder fatigue, even for someone who's good on her hands. Judge nods, but I'm not sure if she got that. Very lean. Aguiar's closing some distance on her. Aguiar kicks down, Conde 50 feet down, 50 feet to go. We have 90 seconds to go. So she's likely going to get to that bike and then just have everybody's favorite, an echo bike sprint to the finish. She starts heading back. Aguiar,
On her way back at 15 feet down.
she's got 5 feet to go on her set of 50. She gets 50 done. Cass Lane finishes her snatches. 1 minute to go. Echo bike still remaining. She's down to 5 feet at a time here. Aguiar closing in. 45 seconds to the time cap. That's a little better. 10 feet at a time now. Cass Lane's just kicking up here. Conde fails the last 5-foot section. And she's going to have 20 seconds to rip on the bike. Let's see if Aguiar can get there to join her. Morella trying to chase down Cass Lane. Firestone finish up for the 3rd round. Aguiar 5 feet short. Daisy Conde will take the heat. 4 calories for Daisy Conde in the last set of 25.
with 4 calories in
And
the last 25.
2 more heats of elite women coming up next. Firestone, Aguiar, Morella, and Castellane put a cap on day number 2 for them. Heat 2 coming up next. Tim, you got any? Oh, sorry. You got any like snacks or anything?
Oh yeah, we got free food. We have Jersey Mike's over there, all kinds of stuff. We got chips, drinks, whatever you need.
Just like a chip. I won't be able to stop at the podcast.
I got chips, all stuff.
Heat number 2 of our elite ladies coming out now to take out event 4.
I'm just doing the live stream. I don't know.
Cool. All right, thank you.
Heat 2 of the elite women on the floor here. Lane number 1 in the red, we got Tracy Johnson. Black pants here. Lane 2, we got Annalise Moore. In the white top, Danielle Kearns. Lane number 4, all green, Katie Curry. Middle of the floor, lane 5, black and green, Michaela O'Connell. Next to her, Gabrielle Acker wearing all pink for this one. Callie Shearl in lane 7 with the purple bottoms there. Lane 8, Kayla Kelly. Lane number 9, Nicole Hunt. And in lane 10 in the orange top, Emily Burnett. We got workout 4. We saw it once already with the elite women in heat number 1. This is heat 2 of 3. Their last chance to earn points today. We'll have a reseed before tomorrow. There's a buy-in and a buyout. 25 calories on the bike, 100-foot handstand walk at the beginning. 100-foot handstand walk, 25 calories on the bike on the way out. In the first heat, Daisy Conde got furthest, which was 4 calories into that bike at the end. In the middle is 4 rounds for time of toes to bar, 21%. Wall-facing handstand push-ups, 12, 10, 8, 6, and 12 power snatches each round. We just kind of walk down the floor and let you see everyone again before we get to that handstand walk. We got Emily Burnett, who's outside leader. Nicole Hunt, 5th place on the workout earlier today, moved her up into 9th place. Kayla Kelly there moved up 3 spots to 13th after this morning's workout. Callie Sherrill here in the purple. Gabrielle Acker, 4th place this morning, jumped up 5 spots to 8th overall. Keep an eye on her. She may continue to climb throughout the weekend. 23rd on the run, 2nd and 4th since then. Michaela O'Connell and Katie Curry both moved back on the leaderboard a little bit. Danielle Kearns more or less held steady. She bumped from 15th to 14th. Annalise Moore also moved up 1 spot. And the heat winner, Tracy Johnson, went from 19th to 12th. She took 3rd in the workout overall, having only lost to Hannah Black and Caroline Spencer. Lots of hands up here, and they're all going to be jumping off the bike relatively similar and heading into 100 feet of handstand walk it. It's 1 time down and 1 time back. Tracy and Michaela O'Connell, the first 2 to move. Tracy Johnson wasting no time there. Michaela O'Connell kicking up behind her. So Tracy Johnson actually opened up quite a big lead here. Michaela O'Connell, middle of the floor. Nicole Hunt and Katie Curry. Now Emily Burnett all coming. Hunt up in the purple, Curry up in the green, Burnett in the orange, Kearns in the white, Sherrill in the purple. Annalise Moore's coming in the blue shoes close to us here. Kayla Kelly's gonna kick up. Acker still on the bike. And Tracy Johnson's almost all the way done. In fact, she'll finish just as Acker kicks up. So Tracy Johnson with about a 25-foot lead here and a 100-foot lead over Acker. And she'll start in on that middle part of this one, the 4 rounds of toes to bar, wall-facing handstand push-ups, and power snatch.
Be smart, Trace. Be smart. Good. Stand up.
So O'Connell's going to start on these toes to bar. Curry and Hunt both finish up. Kayla Kelly, Danielle Kearns, Annalise Moore, all done.
Good. Right back up.
Acker passes Sherrill on the handstand walks, but still sitting 9th in the heat. Let's see how this plays out. The middle part of this workout, and specifically the wall-facing handstand push-ups, are the critical component. She's on them there on the left side of the screen. Let's see how they look. 12 in the first round for her. That's 8. And she'll hit a very solid set at 12. So big advantage relative to the heat here so far for Tracy Johnson. 12 power snatches coming up. Katie Curry in the green there is going to be the second one to start working on that handstand push-up. Katie Curry, 41 years old, late entry into the field. Here comes a lot of other women on these handstand push-ups. And we're gonna just get out of the way here as it's a wide field and it's not obvious where the leaders are, but really. Tracy Johnson well ahead, Katie Curry in the green there. I see someone messed up with that camera a little bit. I might have to go adjust it.
Tracy Johnson danced the mile on 1 to win round. We now move on to 10 wall placing handstand push-ups here on lane 1.
So Johnson continuing to lead in the red down there in the second set of toes to bar. And several women on these snatches. Burnett, Hunt, and Kayla Kelly closest to us. Acker in the middle of the floor, then O'Connell, but it's going to be Katie Curry still in second in the green, and now Kayla Kelly third to move the barbell forward. Here comes Cheryl, and Danielle Kearns is still back there on the handstand push-ups. Kayla Kelly is taking over the second place from Katie Curry. Tracy Johnson. Onto the handstand push-ups, and let's see if she can get another set unbroken here.
Katie Curry trying to catch up to Johnson here in lane 4. Kayla Kelly in lane 8 trying to catch up to Carey in lane 4 here.
Tracy Johnson, 10 done. And that flexibility getting off the wall. Just say I'm jealous.
Annalise Moore now on to round 2. Tracy Johnson onto her barbell for the second time now in lane 1.
Johnson 12 power snatches in round 2.
And she is finishing off her
Nobody else done with the second set of 21 toes to bar. Katie Curry, 2 more reps on the toes to bar, but Kayla Kelly is actually going to finish those ahead of her. We'll come back to Tracy.
Katie Curry now making her way onto the wall for the second time, as well as Kayla Kelly in lane 8. Kayla Kelly will be slightly ahead of Carey in lane 4. Johnson with 5.
Kelly on the wall on the right side there. Curry's going to kick up in the green, but Kayla Kelly 1 more rep, and she'll finish her set at 10 and move to the snatches. Curry 5 to go in the green there. Tracy Johnson finishes up round number 2. O'Connell in 5, Acker in the pink there, Sheryl in the purple. Purple shorts, that is. Nicole Hunt's in the all purple. We'll see her in a second. But it's Tracy Johnson way down on the other side of the floor in the third set of toes to bar. Kayla Kelly, 4 reps to go. Katie Curry hanging tough, third in the heat. Annalise Moore now coming to join them. And see Kelly advance here. Second to get her file lane marker, I guess, into that third section. Emily Burnett, and just behind Acker here for 4th and 5th in the heat. Nicole Hunt coming to join them. Burnett, Hunt, Sheryl, Acker in the pink there. Curry back to the wall in the green, but Tracy Johnson in the red tank top back there working on 8. Annalise Moore last power snatch. So at the 8:30 mark, Tracy Johnson moving to the barbell for the 3rd time. And Tracy Johnson, I don't think has any interest in being in this heat on the final day. She's already moved up 7 positions in 1 workout. And she's continuing to distance herself from the field here.
5 reps remaining for Tracy Johnson, 9 minutes in.
3 reps to go in this set. Let's check in on the rest of the heat. There's Annalise Moore working on the toes to bar in the previous round, or the same round actually, but 2 movements behind. There's Katie Curry. Last handful of toes to bar for her. Tracy Johnson moves into the final round. Curry finishes that up. Her closest competitor is Kayla Kelly. She's on the third round of power snatches here. Judge's hand goes up. Hunt and Burnett in the background there. We're working on toes to bar. Sheryl and Acker as well.
Last 3 reps on the third round of power snatches for
Can Kayla Kelly push Johnson here at the end?
Carey moving on to the bar for the third time here in lane 4. Kayla Kelly now advances.
Burns moves into the third round.
Johnson still well into that set of joints and goes to the bar.
Johnson with another break here.
Davidson.
Annalise Moore, Acker, Sheryl, Burnett, all on handstand push-ups. We're only seeing Annalise Moore here. They're all within a couple reps of finishing. Burnett finishes first, then Moore. Then Acker.
On to the bar for the third time. Carey with 4 more snatches.
And Tracy Johnson finishes the toes to bar. Last 6 here. We're approaching 11-minute mark. She'll probably finish these right at the 11-minute mark. 12 snatches to go for her. Big battle in the snatches for the rest of the heat here. Annalise, Katie Curry moves forward. Moore. O'Connell's around behind the rest of these girls. Acker, Sheryl, Hunt, and Burnett as we work our way down the floor. Trying to chase down Curry. Kelly on the toes to bar back there.
Let's go! Come on, Trace, hold on to it. Let's go!
5 snatches remaining for Tracy Johnson. 11 minutes and 30 seconds in.
Burnett enters the last round. Moore does the same. Acker does the same. But right now it's all about Tracy Johnson. We're going to have a compelling battle here at the end, but we're going to have Tracy Johnson see if we can get a time to beat on the
Tracy
board.
Johnson, 4 rounds complete.
Barbell out of the way.
Will begin her 100-foot
We got 100
handstand
feet of
walk.
handstand walking coming up. She was very fast on this in the first round.
Kelly onto the wall.
She was also the first one off the bike in this heat. Kayla Kelly, second in the heat, is just finishing up the set of 6 handstand push-ups. The 12:15 mark, she gets the 50 feet done. Kayla Kelly heads to the barbell. She's got 12 snatches to go before her handstand walking will begin. Let's see if Tracy can hit the next 50 feet. We're approaching 12:30 on the clock, 17-minute time cap here. 4 calories the score to beat from the first heat. That's not going to be an issue. This is all Tracy Johnson racing the clock and the next 10 women that are coming up in the final heat.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Another
50
50
unbroken again,
feet.
and
So
she
at
has
12:45 mark, she's going to the bike.
to the finish line.
We won't miss the finish there, but here's Kayla Kelly, the only other woman
Kelly on the snatches for the last time here.
on these snatches.
Round 4 in lane 8.
Curry still holding.
Curry on her final
Oh,
set of
Emily
the wall.
Burnett is chasing down Curry.
On her final set of the wall.
There is Burnett. She's been sneaking up out here in the outside lane. And she's going to move into third in the heat. So she passes Curry. A lot going on across the floor here. Kayla Kelly hasn't even started the handstand walk. That just kind of shows how impressive what Tracy Johnson did transitioning from those snatches to the handstand walking was. Still no hand up for Johnson. We'll get to her when that happens. Kayla Kelly is up on her hands now. Nobody else done with those snatches. But Burnett, Sheryl in the purple, and Curry in the green, and now Acker, who's finished up in the pink, are all going to be on those snatches. Annalise Moore as well on that set of snatches.
5 cows to go.
And Tracy Johnson.
3 more calories. 2 more calories. 1 more. Ladies and gentlemen,
You got to run to the
2
finish.
events, 2
But
heat wins.
start to
Tracy
finish.
Johnson, everybody. 14 minutes.
Event win for the second time today. 14-15 unofficial. We'll see how it holds up against the top heat. But Tracy Johnson Saturday, day 2 at Metcon Rush. Very, very impressive. Back to, sorry, hit the wrong button there. Back to Kelly here. So Kelly to the bike, and this battle's going to be on the handstand walk, as you're about to see. Burnett took a little spill there. Cheryl passes her by. Curry takes a break. Sheil also kicks down. Annalise Moore is going to be starting in on this handstand walk. Gabrielle Acker finishes her snatches. So Kayla Kelly on the bike. Tracy Johnson on the ground, but she's done. Burnett kicks down, far side of the floor. Cheryl and Curry catch up to her. Annalise Moore resting in the middle here. Acker yet to start. Hunt on her last set of snatches as well. O'Connell and Kearns around behind the rest. Burnett, big steps on her hand. She's going to have a 5-foot lead over Cheryl, but Curry passes them both by in the green. The Masters athlete taking them to him on the handstand walk. The bike still remaining. We're within a minute 15 of the finish. Probably only Kelly's got a chance to get that done. Acker with 50 feet done. Annalise Moore takes another break. Shield takes another break. Curry to the bike. Burnett with her last handstand walk. Hunt now up and moving. Acker to the left, Hunt to the right.
Ladies and gentlemen, on that mic, it is time to send it. Get those cows.
Annalise Moore gets there. Burnett's there. Curry's there. Acker's coming. Shield's there.
5 seconds.
But can Kayla Kelly get there? 40 seconds to go. Burnett has been very impressive in this outside lane, but hand does go up. We have 22 seconds to go. Come on, Kayla Kelly, you gotta push it here. Hunt's gonna get to the bike. Last calorie. And can Kayla Kelly get across the floor? 5 seconds.
3, 2,
And she will finish it up just at the buzzer. So 2 finishers, but one of them that looked a lot different than the rest in that heat is Tracy Johnson.
Tracy Johnson does it again. 14 minutes and 15 seconds unofficially for a heat win. Let's see how that holds up with her ladies in her next heat.
Tracy's gonna come and congratulate Kayla Kelly. We might give Kayla a second here to catch her breath. Are you dying or can you do an interview? I already talked to Tracy.
Oh, you want to talk to me too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we already talked to Tracy. We know she crushed it. Kayla,
Hey.
are you missing the team competition?
A little bit. It's different. I like going out there and fighting for the team, especially when we work so hard leading up to it. But I like individual too. It's a good mental challenge.
Yeah, I know from talking to a lot of the girls that this was, a lot of them thought a tough time cap. And so far through 2 heats, only 2 finishers, you're one of them. Does that feel pretty good?
It feels good. I practiced with these beast girls at the gym, and that really helped. We ran through all of them. My coach James, I told him I like to do the whole entire workout. Don't give me intervals and stuff. I want to do the whole thing, and I want to know how bad it feels.
There was some pressing in this morning's workout with the muscle-ups and the wall balls. How much did that affect this one?
It really wasn't bad. It's just the legs.
Legs.
Yes, I'm ready to get in the Normatec.
Well, kind of nice that you guys had a condensed schedule today. You got a lot of recovery this afternoon. Ready to fight tomorrow?
Yes, hell yeah.
Okay, great to meet you. Great job on that one. Way to push to the end.
Thank you.
Kayla Kelly, second in her heat there. Only 2 finishers through 2 heats. We'll see where it lands on the leaderboard. Top heat of women are taking the floor here for event 4 on day 2 of Metcon Rush. We'll head down to the first lane and introduce you to the ladies here.
Heat number 3 on the floor here for the final elite women's heat of the day. About 30 seconds after the judges.
All right, we got some different lanes in the first event this morning. I think we know who everyone is though. Allison Nguyen here is in lane number 1. Jenna Michelati is in lane 2. Madison McElhaney is in lane number 3. Caroline Spencer's in lane 4. Sarai Rodriguez is in lane 5. Hannah Black is in lane 6. Taylor Quigg is in lane 7. Emily Salome is in lane 8. Elsie Larson is in lane 9. And Anna Vincent, I think that's 4 workouts in 4 different colors for her. She's in lane number 10. Workouts on the screen there for you guys. You're going to start on the bike for 25 cals, then they'll hit 100 feet of handstand walking. In the middle, they got 4 rounds of toes to bar, wall-facing handstand push-ups, and power snatches. The toes to bar and power snatches will stay the same. The wall-facing handstand push-ups will go from 12 to 10 to 8 to 6. Anna Vincent, 9th place earlier today, has moved up into 6th. Elsie Larson was in 8th. She's dropped down to a tie for 9th after 11th place finish this morning. Emily Salome moved from 8th to 11th after a 13th place this morning. Taylor Quigg dropped from 10th to 16th. She's going to look to be rebounding from that. Hannah Black got a second event win to go with the 2nd place on the run yesterday. She maintains the 1st place overall. Sarai Rodriguez, 6th and 2nd yesterday, 16th this morning, drops from 2nd to 7th. Caroline Spencer was in 3rd. She got a 2nd place this morning to move up into 2nd. She also won the run yesterday. Madison McElhaney, 7th place this morning, but good enough to move her up from 4th to 3rd in the overall standings. Jenna Michelati, I forgot to mark down what happened this morning for her. Apologies for that. And Allison Nguyen took an 8th this morning, was in a tie for 5th, and now she's in 5th. And just like that, Sarai Rodriguez hammers the bike and opens up a lead against the whole field here. Now, Taylor Johnson did this in the second heat, and it paid off. Let's see if Sarai Rodriguez has the same proficiency across the board on this one that Tracy Johnson did. Caroline Spencer, Madison McElhaney, the next 2 to move. Allison Nguyen's on her hands, far left side of the floor. Here comes Hannah Black and Elsie Larson as Sarai starts going the other direction. Elsie Larson very fast on her hands. McElhaney and Spencer turn at the same time. Michelati, Salome, Quigg, and Vincent all off the bike and all on the handstand walk. Elsie Larson kicks up to go back. Nguyen kicks down, Black kicks up. Here comes Michelati in the all red. She's done with 50 feet. On the toes to bar is Sarai Rodriguez, Caroline Spencer, and Madison McElhaney. We're just going to stay out of the way until everyone finishes their handstand walking. In terms of the overall competition, this is probably the most critical point of the weekend for Hannah Black. She's currently in 1st. Caroline Spencer's in 2nd. If there's one known weakness for Hannah Black, it's at this point probably the strict handstand push-up. Caroline Spencer is a candidate to win this workout. And I do think that Spencer will take over the lead in the competition after this workout. The question is going to be by how much and if Hannah Black will be able to do anything about it tomorrow. Spencer makes light work of the handstand push-ups. A little confusion there with Caroline and Spencer about what to do with the barbell. They're out of the way for the handstand walking. And then you got to roll them back in to face the crowd for the snatches. McElhaney also unaware of that.
Ladies, make sure you roll those barbells into your lane. Elsie Larson now trying to
McElhaney, very good in the gymnastics domain, especially upside down on her hands. And her and Spencer have been doing this sport for quite some time and looking extremely good doing it. Talked to Caroline earlier today. She's pretty much only doing the class program at CrossFit Krypton for the last year, spending most of her energy coaching athletes in age group divisions, both teenager and masters. But clearly still pretty talented in terms of the fitness. So it's Spencer and McElhaney, Sarai Rodriguez, Hannah Black, Anna Vincent, Emily Stallone, Michelati, and Wynn all on those 12 wall-face handstand push-ups. Hannah Black taking a break here. 2 to go for Sarai. 2 to go for Michelati, and she kicks down with 1 to go. Just miscounted there. But she's clearly also very good at these. She's in the all red there towards the left. So Sarai comes to the barbell, Michelati as well as Anna Vincent has a few more to go. And Caroline Spencer motoring through 10. It's a non-factor for her. Hannah Black still not a hand up on that first set. Allison Wynn comes off the wall. Anna Vincent finishes her 12 just after Wynn. Hannah Black done with the set of 12, and she'll come to the barbell. One-third of the wall-facing handstand push-ups are done.
2 rounds complete for Caroline Spencer.
That's really important for Hannah Black. She's got to manage those as best as she can. If she's able to finish this workout, that would be a good performance for her to keep her in the hunt for the overall lead. Elsie Larson back there.
Second round. And Caroline Spencer on to her 3rd round all by herself. About 4 rounds behind her on the power staff is Madison Michelani.
Elsie Larson may be in the 3rd place in this heat right here. So we know it's Spencer, we know it's McElhaney.
2 down now for Madison Michelani here in lane 3.
Elsie Larson over here. She's into her 2nd set of snatches.
Last 5 reps remaining for Caroline to win third lane 4. Anna Vincent on to round 2. Elsie Larson finishing the 2nd round before finishing off the 3.
Taylor Quigg coming to the barbell for the first time. She got caught up on the handstand walking. It seems like the skills, the muscle ups, the handstand walking is maybe the next thing to come along for her. Spencer rips through 8, no problem there. And Larson, as you're going to see here, is going to be the 3rd athlete to move into that 3rd round. Anna Vincent over there in the purple, heading back to the wall for some handstand push-ups. Hannah Black doing the same. Salome in a neon outfit there, working on some toes to bar. She's in that 2nd round. Hannah Black in the background there, working on some handstand push-ups. Gonna get another good set here, and you know what I like to see? Not going to failure. The last rep still looked good. When a movement like that that's muscular fatigue related is not great for you, you don't want to go to failure. So you'll see her here, managing these very well. No hand up from her judge, but she's definitely within 5 of finishing this set. Sarai Rodriguez, who is 2nd to start today, she rolls out of it with 1 to go. Not exactly where you want to be. Here comes McElhaney, who's still second in the heat. Nicolati next to her is in a battle for 4th and 5th in the heat. Rodriguez finishes up that rep, so she'll pull ahead of Black. Anna Vincent has as well. There's Elsie Larson working on the round of 8. Anna on the outside.
For Master Michelini. Jenna Michelani has one more rep here for round 2. 2 more for Michelini here. Michelani moving up to round 3. Michelini moving up to round 4. Elsie Larson on her 3rd set of snatches here to finish off round 3.
So in this 3rd set of snatches, we have Allison Wynn, Sarah Rodriguez, Hannah Black, now Emily Salome, Elsie Larson, and Anna Vincent. No, Elsie Larson's a round ahead of all of those, excuse me. Win of that group will move ahead, and now Vincent, opposite ends of the floor, but within the same rep of each other. Larson's looking to finish up the 3rd set. We're just past the 9-minute mark. And Caroline Spencer, last set of snatches here. McElhaney behind her, still in the 2nd spot. Larson and Nicolati should be 3 and 4. Basically, the best on the handstand push-ups are the ones that are leading this one. I think she's wearing Converse shoes.
Elsie Larson, Master Michelini on the toes bar for the final time. Michelini with a hand up for 5 reps remaining. Elsie Larson hanging on strong here in lane 9. And Caroline Spencer rolling her barbell.
Spencer done with the 4 rounds in the middle of this one.
And 25 calories to go.
Let's see how much time she takes before kicking up. Cam reminds us 14:15 Tracy Johnson time to beat. That's 4 minutes from now. But Tracy Johnson could be in place for a 2nd place finish here. She was 3rd earlier. Caroline Spencer, 50 feet, no problem. McElhaney hits the handstand push-ups without issue. She'll move further ahead of Larson for that 3 spot. Nicolati is a round behind them, but she is the only one on the snatches in that round. So she's 4th in the heat. And there goes Caroline. She'll head back to the bike with 3 minutes to get 25 calories, and she's still jogging. She looks impressive.
Michelini, last 2 snatches.
Madison.
Elsie Larson onto the snatches for the final time.
She'll move to the handstand walk as Elsie Larson moves to the snatches. Both McElhaney and Larson were very good on the handstand walk in the 1st round. Allison Wynn, Nicolati, and Anna Vincent. No, Nicolati just finishes up the snatches in round 3. Vincent and Wynn are working on them. No rep, not sure why. McElhaney shakes it off and kicks back up. Larson finishes up the snatches, so she's 50 reps behind. And Larson's on her hands back there. McElhaney sees her. Seems to be a little bit motivating. Allison Wynn and Anna Vincent move at the same time again. Spencer on the bike. Will catch up with her when she gets the last 5 reps. McElhaney with a little save there. There is one spot on the floor where there's a little 2-inch rise where the track that surrounds the basketball court pops up. McElhaney on the left, you'll see Larson there on the right. McElhaney finishes up, but she's gonna have to just keep ahead of Larson on that bike. Anna Black moves into the last set. She's past Sarah Rodriguez. She's still ahead of Salome. Wynn and Vincent are slightly ahead of her. But we got Caroline Spencer here. And Caroline Spencer, winner of event 1, 8th on the lift, 2nd place this morning. Had a nice interview with her. And CrossFit Krypton put it up for Spencer by a full minute ahead of Tracy Johnson from the previous heat. Michelini and Larson both on. All of them.
Hannah Black now on the bar for the final time. Michelini upside down on those hands.
Wow. Sorry about that. Okay. Madison got across, then Elsie. Here comes Michelini.
2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes to the time cap, and Michelini's going to have to do a little gut check here. Kayla Kelly finished right at the time cap.
Under 2 minutes to go. Jenna Michelini on the way back to make 100 feet.
Hannah Black, last power snatch. She's going to get to that handstand walk. There were a couple women on the handstand walk that didn't get 50 feet across. So Hannah Black and Allison Wynn and Anna Vincent are all also on the handstand walk. Michelini. Brutal. And we got some precious reps and potentially calories coming up for all these athletes. Hannah Black looking better than Wynn and Vincent. Vincent's kind of off camera, unfortunately on the far opposite ends of the floor.
1 minute to go.
Hannah Vincent finishes 50 feet. Michelini to the bike. Hannah Black kicks up before Wynn done with 50 feet. Sarai Rodriguez onto the handstand walk. 45 seconds to go. Hannah Black leaving Wynn and Vincent in the distance here. I think Hannah Black has once again managed this workout incredibly well. Salome gets to the handstand walk. Nicely done for her. Now we know there was 4 calories in the first round, first heat, I should say, from Daisy Conde. And Hannah Black's easily going to get those done. I wonder if Michelini's back there. I don't think she can catch her. Allison Wynn on the far side, Hannah Vincent right here. Both of them are 5 section increments. Wynn's 1 section ahead. Wynn stays up. Vincent will come up 5 feet short. Wynn will get it. Let's check in on Hannah's calories and see. How many calories? Elaine, how many calories? 12 calories in the last 30 seconds there for Hannah Black. Little interview? Little interview? Yeah. All right, we got Elsie Larson here.
Hi.
If no one's ever seen you compete before, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am one of 7 kids. I'm the second oldest. I did gymnastics for 12 years and I switched over to CrossFit 2021. I got second at the 16 to 17-year-old games last year, and this is my first year in the elite division.
And I guess for a former gymnast, that was probably a fun workout, but still a painful one.
Yeah, it was fun, definitely painful. I was really happy with how the wall-facing handstand push-ups went. I'm not a fan of those, but they went really well.
Through 2/3 of the competition, you're probably within touching distance of the podium. Was that something you were expecting here?
I don't know if I'd say expecting, but I was hoping to be at least competitive for the podium. Yeah, I went into this with high expectations because this is kind of my job right now. I'm gonna do college online, so I'm kind of seeing how far I can take this.
And we got 2 more workouts tomorrow. How do you feel about those for you?
I feel good about them. I love rope climbs. They're just fun.
Even legless?
Yeah, I love legless. We did those a lot as gymnasts. I don't know if I'm phenomenal at it. I just find it a lot of fun to do them in a workout.
What about those deadlifts?
I'm not a deadlift girl. But I'm gonna make it through those.
Yeah, you'll find a way. Well, very impressive. You got some
you.
veterans out here. You're hanging tough with them.
Thanks.
Looking
They're
really
phenomenal.
good. Yeah, great to see you compete.
Thanks.
Good job, Elsie.
Thank you so much.
Recover up. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
The women are done. Fresh off a second place at the games, first time in the elite women's field, and she's doing pretty well, Elsie Larson. Caroline Spencer like to take the lead into the last day. Hannah Black, great job managing that one. Madison McLeanley firmly in the mix. Tracy Johnson surging up the leaderboard, and Elsie Larson. Maybe your top 5 tomorrow. Check the leaderboards to find out. Elite women are done. Elite men will close out day 2 here from Metcon Rush 2025. We'll be back shortly with the guys. Yes. It shows that we're streaming on my phone. Okay, thank you. I'll be out there.
make it more even.
Guys.
Well, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. All right, judges and athletes, we are going in. Stand by. Freeze.
Heat number 1 for the elite men are on the floor here at Metcon Rush 2025. Second and final opportunity to earn points today and try to punch their way up into the second heat for tomorrow.
Four athletes on the floor here with Andrew Ramon, Mick Griffith, Nelson Slade, and Jimmy Smith taking on event number 4. 30-calorie buy-in here on our Echo bike, followed by a 100-foot handstand walk. 4 rounds of 21 toes to bar. Descending wall facing handstand push-ups, 12 reps in 6, followed by 12 power snatches at 95 pounds.
Andrew Raymond here, lane number 4. 4 athletes in this heat. Mitch Griffith, lane 5. Nice performance earlier today. Took 13th in the workout this morning. Nelson Slade sitting in lane number 6. And Jimmy Smith rounds out the heat in lane 7. The task ahead of him is a bit of a daunting one, but it is what it is. 30 calories on the bike and 100 feet buy-in on the handstand walk. 4 rounds in the middle, 21 toes to the bar, 12, 10, 8, 6 wall-facing handstand push-ups by round, and 12 power snatches, 95 pounds for the men, before 100 more handstand or feet on the handstand walk and 30 more calories on the bike. And Mitch Griffith attacking this workout. He's going to have a 50-foot advantage there.
50 feet down for Griffith, and he kicks it right back.
Picks up quite quickly.
Look at him go. He's got the Mitch Griffith fan club over here. Nelson Slade just ahead of Ramon. Ramon dropped his credit card.
Griffith will finish up.
Slade picks back up.
Griffith on the first set of toes to bar. We'll have plenty of chance to see toes to bar, so we'll get back to that.
Ramon just behind him. Jimmy Smith just behind Ramon. Makes Griffith. Onto the 21 toes bar here in round 1.
So Griffith on the toes to bar.
Last 5 reps remaining for Mitch Griffith.
Slade second to get back there.
A few more steps for Jimmy Smith.
Raymond and Smith both there as well.
Now all athletes are on to that first round here. Griffith onto the wall for the 12 wall facing handstand for Griffith.
12 wall-facing handstand push-ups in the first round. Athletes do have to wall walk into it. They can get down any way they want. And Mitch Griffith looks like he's going to go straight through here. 12 done for him. "12 snatches at 95 in each round for the men.
Twenty-one down for Andrew Long. Nelson Slade Jimmy Smith on the wall. Putting 12 wall facing handstand push-ups.
Slade ripping through the wall-facing handstand push-ups there in lane number 6. Jimmy Smith and Ramon working on them as well, but not at the same clip as Slade is. Last snatch for Griffith. He'll move the pylon forward, indicating that he's into the second round of the 4 rounds in the middle of this one. Slade will come to the barbell for the first time. Smith breaks that first set, somersaulting out of it, and up for Ramon. Griffith back up for the toes to bar in round 2.
Well, seconds out for Andrew Long here. For a goal, quick signal here, take those shoulders. Nick Triple fell on that second set of close to bar with 5 after Manny. Nelson Slade. 3 guys to go here in lane 6. Jimmy Smith now on the bar here in lane 7. One more for Slade. 1 round down for Slade. Nick Triple on to the 10. Wall facing handstand push-ups here in lane 5. Two more here in lane 5. 1 more for Griffith, and he'll move on to the barbell for the second time. 10 reps complete. Six minutes in, Griffith on that second round. Nelson Slade finishing up that second set of close to bar. Ramon getting ready to start that second set of close to bar. Goes the bar for Slade. Mick Griffith now advancing off to round 3. Seventh minute in. Last
17-minute time cap on this one, just past the 7-minute mark. Griffith is in the third set of toes to bar. Slade finishes up his second set of handstand push-ups.
84 toes to bar after Jimmy Smith. 5 toes to bar remaining for Mick Griffith.
Smith and Ramon go to the wall in the set of 10.
More for Griffith. 8 minutes in now at the 8:30 mark. We are halfway to that 17 for the time now.
Griffith on the wall, set of 8 on the handstand push-ups.
2 more for Mick Griffith.
Gets them done. Coming to the third set of power snatches. Power snatches at 95 pounds typically would be an afterthought for these guys, but All the wall balls, muscle ups, the handstand push-ups, the handstand walking, the rec bag. It's interesting talking to Elsie Larson. The legs, so the legs were just feeling it. That rec bag may have been a little bit more challenging than it appeared on paper. Griffith trying to push into that final round.
The remaining here for Metcon in this third round, 4 remaining in the second round. Coming to Ramon. Two more here for Metcon.
And Mitch Griffith at the 9:45 mark will advance to the 4th round. 17-minute time cap here. Should have plenty of time to finish, but just like it was in the first workout of the day for him, he has to be thinking about the men in the upcoming heats. Did a pretty good job of that this morning. Ended up placing 13th. He's been steadily improving his event finishes, 24th, 17th, and now 13th. We'll see what ends up happening on this one. He came out hot from the very beginning on the bike and the handstand walk. It's been continuing to look good on the wall, which is where a lot of time can certainly be lost here. Looks like the women's results are in, just glancing at the leaderboard. Caroline Spencer's moved into first, only by 6 points ahead of Hannah Black. That's going to be fun tomorrow. 21 points behind Black is McElhaney. And then it's a 42-point drop-off to Larson. Larson's got 3 points on Allison Wynn. Wynn's got 6 points on Tracy Johnson, who's tied on points with Anna Vincent. Tracy Johnson went from 19th to a tie for 6th today, taking 3rd and 2nd on the 2 workouts. Gabrielle Achter sits in 8th, Jenna Michelati 9th, and Sarah Rodriguez tied for 9th. We'll round out the top 10 as we head into the final day on the women's side. Griffith to the wall. He's laying down on his belly there. He's got 6 wall-facing handstand push-ups to go. Walks up there, and here we go.
Last time on the wall here for Mitch Griffith. In line 5. 3 left to go for Griffith, making 1. And Mitch Griffith again has the opportunity to set the time to beat here in this first.
So Nelson Slade working on the 3rd set of snatches. And now Griffith holding on to the bar. Although singles was just setting up for the last set of handstand push-ups, presumably. But now the workout changes a bit. Slade finishes his 3rd workout. Set at 8 for Ramon and Smith back there. Hand up for both of them. 1 to go for Smith. 3 to go for Ramon. 5 more snatches to get through these 4 rounds for Griffith. We're at the 12:30 mark.
Mitch, the fans want you. They need you. Let's go, Mitch.
Down to singles here. Fast singles, though, staying close to the bar. You like to see that.
Last 2 snatches for Griffith. Nelson Slade on the toes bar for the final time.
Griffith finishes the meat of the workout. He's got the buyout to go. 100 feet of handstand walking and 30 cals on the bike. Slade working on his last set of toes to bar. Cry from the crowd, get upside down, let's go. Mitch Griffith, pretty fast on the hands in the first half and looking pretty solid here 12 minutes later in the second half. 50 feet down, 50 feet to go. Got the Golden Line girls cheering them on over there, Tracy and Cass. Probably has no idea about that.
Smith up to round 4 and Mitch Griffin, 100 feet down.
And 30 cows, all that remains for Griffith, 3 minutes. How fast can he get it done? Ramon will move into the last round. Jimmy Smith on the toes bar in the last round back there. Slade with handstand push-ups remaining. 6 to go. Slade has been good at these throughout. Griffith on the last bike. Slade with 12 snatches to go. Ramon and Smith on the toes to bar. We got 2 minutes and 10 seconds to work, guys.
Ramon and Jimmy Smith on the final set of toes to bar together. Nelson Slade finishing off the final round with Jimmy Smith with 4 reps remaining. 2 minutes to go. Mitch Griffith on the final bike, 30 calories coming up in those final 90 seconds. No hands in the air yet. Nelson Slade, last 5 seconds.
And goes up for Griffith.
4 calories remaining. Make it 3. Mitch Griffith, 2 more counts. 1 more calorie.
Last calorie for Griffith.
And here he comes.
And for the second time today, Mitch Griffith will win the opening heat.
In 25 seconds.
15:44. Big crew cheering him on there. Mitch Griffith set the time to beat once again here for the elite men.
Griffith, another heat win, setting the time to beat for the next heat coming up. Just under a minute to go for our last 3 athletes here. Nelson Slade getting ready to go upside down. Last couple toes right here for Andrew Ramon. 45 seconds. $30 seconds.
Slade working on the handstand walks here. 20 seconds to go. Let's see how much of it he can get done.
15. Last 5 feet for Slade.
Trying to finish up at least
10
50
seconds.
feet here. And he will.
5, 3, 2, 1.
Fights for the last 5 feet.
1 heat down, 2 to go. Give it up for Mitch Griffin. Setting the time to beat. 15:45.
Little interview?
Ryan, yeah. Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
You can just hold that.
Hey.
Well, let's put the crowd behind you there.
Oh, let's go.
2 heat wins today. You kind of got out in front in both of them. Do you have to go into a different mindset there, like almost competing against the next guys coming up?
Yeah. Yesterday I didn't do as well as I wanted, so I know today I'm not just racing this heat, I'm racing the guys in heat 3. So got to get out ahead of what's happening here and just try to go as fast as I can.
Is it, I mean, obviously you're telling yourself that on the floor. Is it motivating having that many people there cheering you on?
Oh yeah, it's great. My family, my training partners from the gym, wouldn't be able to be here without them, so shout out to them.
They're shouting at you.
Perfect.
Both workouts kind of longer today and kind of tough, but pretty close time domain.
Yeah.
Do you like that style of programming?
No, that's actually what I'm trying to get better at right now is longer pieces, so I didn't finish either of those in practice, so I'm really happy with
Wow.
how they played out. Just trusting my coach from Golden Line training and following the plan and executing on game day.
Well, I think you did all you could do today. Let's see how it shakes out for tomorrow.
Hey, thanks, Brian. Appreciate your time.
Good stuff, Mitch. Mitch Griffith lays down the time to beat here in event 4, just like he did in heat 1 of event 3. 2 more heats to go for the elite men here from Hagerstown, Maryland. Heat 2 coming up next.
About 2 minutes until we get started, gentlemen.
Heat 2 of 3 for the elite men are on the floor here at Hagerstown Community College in Hagerstown, Maryland for Metcon Rush 2025, taking on event number 4. Let's introduce you to the guys first, and then we'll talk about the workout as they get into it. Lane number 1, Jacob Dunlap, moved from 19th to 15th after a 12th place finish on this morning's workout. Mickey Rogers, currently sitting in 19th overall, being the blue shorts. Frank Masserani, 14th to start of the day, still in 14th. See if he can bump towards that top 10. Maybe a good workout for him here. Christian Ramon, 4th place this morning, moved from 12th to 8th overall. Seeing if he can maintain a spot in the top 10. He said he was really looking forward to getting into the gym.
30 seconds.
The run holding him back yesterday. He's been 3rd and 4th on the lift and the first Metcon. There's Ryan Clark. He's moved up to 13th after a 10th place finish yesterday. Similarly, slow start on the run with a 23rd. 3rd on the lift, 10th earlier. Let's see if we can get another top 10 here. Ben Wise, 5th on the run, 15th on the lift, 6th this morning. He's actually tied with Ramon on points for 8th at the moment. Cooper Jones there. Slid from 13th to 15th earlier today. See if he can bounce back from that. Jacob Cantu also fell back 2 spots from 16th to 18th. 4th on the run yesterday. Danny Campagna moved up 1 spot from 18th to 17th earlier today. And Trey Gordon will round out this heat. He was 20th to start the day, still in 20th. 30 calories and 100 feet handstand walk on the bike to start here. Then they'll get into the 4-rounder, which is kind of the meat of the workout. 21 toes to bar, 12, 10, 8, 6. Wall-facing handstand push-ups. And 12 power snatches each round before buying out with a handstand walk and bike again. Christian Ramon, just like Mitch Griffith, came out with a vengeance early and was able to hang on for a heat win, although it was not without challenge. Much fuller heat actually here, so obviously going to be more competitive. But he's first off the bike and he's going to be first up on his hands. And so far, nobody else is moving as he's running down the competition floor. Hand goes up for Ben Wise, but Ramon done with 50 and no one else has moved yet, and the only hand up is Ben Wise. Here comes Ben. Now we got a hand up for Jones, Clark, Rogers, Dunlap, Gordon, Campagna, Cantu, everybody. Ramon gets a no rep there. Not sure what they're no repping him for. We saw that happen with Madison McElhaney. Both athletes handling it super well, just going back and getting on with the workout. So Ramon done. Wise is heading back. All the other men heading in that direction. Dunlap, Rogers, Mastroianni, Jones, Campagna, Gordon, and Clark will all get across, and they'll start moving back towards Ramon, who's working on the toes to bar. We'll let all these guys finish up the handstand walking, and then we'll start getting a little closer to the action. And here they all come. So it's Ramon, Christian Ramon, Ben Wise, and then Dunlap, Rogers, Mastroianni, and Cooper Jones all kick down at the same time. Of those guys, 3 of them on the far side of the floor, and Jones jumping up there in 7. Trey Gordon in 10, Ryan Clark in 5, Jacob Cantu in 8, and then Danny Campagna in 9 are all up on the rig. And let's filter down towards Christian Ramon, as we are going to get our first chance to see him on these wall-facing handstand push-ups. It is the critical part of the workout. I know there's some guys in this heat that have those locked in. Christian Ramon, I'm not so sure. He's one of the bigger guys. Doesn't mean he's not capable of doing these and doing these well, but Ben Wise has already caught up to him here on the toes to bar, and he's transitioned much faster. Ramon on the left, Wise on the right, Nicky Rogers, Jacob Dunlap, Craig Mastroianni, all also on the handstand push-ups. So now the top 5 guys, and now Cooper Jones. Wise finishes first, Ramon is done. Nicky Rogers does 12 unbroken, and he'll somersault forward, and suddenly he's tied for the lead. And the guys, just like the girls, didn't understand that they need to roll the barbell to the side here. Mastroianni has now joined him, and here comes Jacob Dunlap. Wise now in the lead, Rogers now in second. There's Christian Ramon. Mastroianni. Cooper Jones is on the bar, Jacob Dunlap on the far left. So Dunlap, Rogers, Mastroianni, Ramon on the left side. Ryan Clark's going to come out in the middle of the floor. Wise, Jones, Jacob Cantu now on the barbell. Leaving Campagna and Gordon in the back of the pack. Campagna walking forward to the bar as well. Weiss moves it forward first. One more for Nicky Rogers. So it's Weiss and Rogers. 2 more for Ramon. 5 more for Jones. 2 more for Dunlap. Weiss straight to the handstand push-ups. Rogers as well. Now Mastroianni and Ramon moving forward. Dunlap done with his. Jones done with his. Clark with 4 to go. Cantu with a hand up. Campagna with the hand up. So a lot still left to be determined in this heat.
5 minutes in.
Last one for Clark there, middle of the floor. Cantu will pass him on the snatches. Here Clark comes. Campagna with his last rep. It's off camera to the right. Hand up for Ben Weiss. He'll go to the handstand ball. Rogers will be behind him, but Ben Weiss, no hesitation. That's 7. And 10 unbroken for Ben. And here comes Nicky Rogers. He's in the light blue shorts back there. Mastroianni coming to join him. Dunlap as well. So Rogers in the middle. Mastroianni, black shorts on the right. Dunlap in the green shorts on the left. Christian Ramon coming to the wall. These are spots 2, 3, 4, 5, all chasing Ben Weiss.
6 and 8 5 reps remaining for Weiss.
Ramon taking a big rest there. So it's Weiss, then Rogers, then Mastroianni, then Dunlap. Ramon's got company on the wall with Cantu and Jones. Campagna and Gordon working on toes to bar in round 2. Weiss moves forward, 2 rounds done with the 6:30 mark. Hand up for Rogers. Trying to hold off Mastroianni and Dunlap. Ramon, 1 more handstand push-up. So he'll take a rest, but he'll get him done in 1 set. Dunlap with, Cantu with 1 more rep to go, and he'll kick down. And moving a little bit more aggressively than Ramon. Weiss on the toes to bar. Mastroianni and Rogers advance at the same time. 3 more for Dunlap. Now Jones and Cantu more aggressive getting to the barbell than Ramon. Campagna with 2 handstand push-ups to go in lane 9. Gordon finishes up the second set of toes to bar in 10 as Campagna finishes up his 10 handstand push-ups. Dunlap moves forward, still 4th in the heat. White straps down, takes a break on the toes to bar. Jones with a hand up on his snatches. Cantu and Ramon with hands up for their snatches. Ryan Clark and Campagna on the barbell as well. All of those men on the snatches in round 2. Ben Weiss will lock back in on him here.
Joining in this top 4 moves here. In lane 1, just behind Rogers and Mastroianni.
There he is in the background. 8 handstand push-ups. No problem. Great lockout, no doubt about it. And another fast 8 there for Ben. Jones is right on the handstand push-up. We got hands up on the toes to bar for Rogers and Dunlap, not for Mastroianni yet. Ramon faster on the barbell. No, sorry, Jones and Cantu ahead of Ramon as well. So no hand up for Mastroianni's judge, but he was actually closest of the 3 to finishing those. Let's see what happens on the handstand push-ups for these 3 guys. This is a compelling battle for second in the heat. Mastroianni on the right back there, Rogers in the middle, Dunlap on the left. Mastroianni passes them both. That's the last rep for Rogers, last rep for Dunlap. So all 3 men on the same rep here. Weiss finishes up. Let's see who's got the urgency on these
On to round 4. Final set of toes to bar here.
snatches in round 3. We'll keep our eyes on Ben. He's on toes to bar right now. We'll get to him when he gets to the handstand push-ups. Mastroianni, a little set there. Dunlap singles, but staying near the bar. Rogers takes a break, but now he's back on the bar. These 3 guys have separated from the next group. Cooper Jones is 5th in the heat. He's just finishing up his 8 handstand push-ups. Cantu next, finishing up toes to bar. Ramon is being hunted down by Clark now. 2 to go for Mastroianni. 4 to go for Dunlap. No hand yet for Rogers. And now 3 up, so Mastroianni will finish. He's in second in the heat. 2 reps to go for both Rogers and Dunlap. Rogers hangs on to it. Dunlap doesn't, but they'll finish at the same time anyway. 1 round to go for both of these guys. Ben Weiss. Last set of handstand push-ups here. It's only 6. No doubt about that. There is another heat of men to come, and now the chances to see the urgency that Ben Weiss has. 12 power snatches, 100 feet of handstand walking, and 30 calories remain. Very focused look on his face here. 7. We got a couple of interesting battles going on behind. We got Ben Weiss, and we have the 3 gentlemen in 1, 2, 3. Dunlap, Rogers, and Mastroianni. Mastroianni is currently leading amongst that group. And we have Cooper Jones sort of in a group by himself. And then we have Cantu, Ramon, Clark, Campagna, and now Gordon that are all on the same set of snatches. Ben Weiss, last handstand walk here, 100 feet to go, down and back. In the background, Mastroianni finishes 6 handstand push-ups. Dunlap as well. They've left Rogers behind. So those guys will go to the barbell. Rogers will go to the wall. Jones still on the toes to bar. Cantu and Ramon done with the snatches. Now Campagna as well. Clark with 3 to go. Gordon with 3 to go. .11:45 on the clock. Rogers finished up his handstand push-ups in the background, so he's in 4th in the heat now.
gentlemen, 30 calories.
Ben Weiss with 30 calories to go as we approach the 12-minute mark. We'll catch him for the last 5.
To set the new sort of beat to get another heat weight under his belt.
Dunlap with 5 reps to go. No hand up for Mastroianni yet. Although his judge has been a little slow to put it up, so he could be very close. Rogers solidly 4th in the heat right now, but Cooper Jones, no, it looks like maybe Mastroianni has 1 left. He gets it, so he'll move on to the handstand walk. Jones finishes up 6 handstand push-ups off camera. Pretty much everyone else on the toes. The bar. Cantu finishes up his 21, so he'll pull ahead of that other pack. Ben Weiss is motoring on the bike. The pain face is in full effect. We're waiting for a hand up, and then we'll check in on him. Mastroianni, 25-foot advantage over Dunlap. Dunlap kicking up now, and he's fast on his hands.
Once we see that hit in the air, we have 5 calories remaining. 3 calories.
Ben Weiss,
2 calories.
2 calories to go.
One more. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. He wins. Ben Weiss. 13-17 unofficially.
Cam calls it 13-17, and Ben says, let's hear it. Ben, as we mentioned earlier, will not have liked being in the second heat today. Won't be in the second heat tomorrow. Mastroianni still holding a slight lead over Dunlap here, but smaller sections than Dunlap on the handstand walk. Both kicked down, opening up the door for Nicky Rogers. And these 3 guys are entering into Satan's Playground. 30 cal Echo Bike sprint to the finish. Nicky's staring at his opposition. He knows what the task is. He's slightly behind him here. How badly does he want it? Dunlap and Mastroianni drop at the same time. 30-calorie gut check for those 2 guys. Mastroianni quicker to get on the bike. And here comes Rogers. Nasty. Let's see what happens. Cooper Jones, we talked about him throughout it, just kind of being 5th all on his own over there.
First 50 finishes at 100.
Keep an eye on those Echo bikes.
With 2 snaps in the beginning. Ryan Clark with 1.
Cantu's now on the handstand walk as well. Cooper Jones taking a big break here. So Cantu's going to come pass him by. They're going the other direction. Ryan Clark onto the handstand walk.
Once we see those hands in the air, we have 5 pounds remaining. Under 2 minutes to go. Mitch Griffith's time of 15:45. May stand as that second place.
30 seconds to Mitch Griffith's time.
Whose hand will come up first? 3, 2, and 1. Frankie Mastroianni, Nicky Rogers, and Jacob Dunlap.
Rogers comes to a grinding a halt here. I've been there on a bike before. That's not a good place to be. Mastroianni on the right, Dunlap on the left.
Cooper Jones on the bike in lane 7.
1 calorie all of a sudden from Frank Mastroianni. 5 calories. Frank Mastroianni.
6 on the 5th lane.
That's going to be very close with Mitch Griffith's time. He's pumped up about it, though. He knows those points are valuable. Dunlap will come in.
16 flat for
He'll be the
Jacob
4th
Dunlap.
man to get it done. Mitch Griffith in the first heat. Ben Wise, Frank Mastroianni.
And Nicky Rogers.
Rogers got his family here. He'll jog into the finish. Phantom high five from Dad there.
$30 seconds.
We got 4 guys, 5 guys now on the bike. Ramon just getting there. Clark in the green shorts. Cooper Jones, Jacob Cantu, and Campanio really hammering it on the right side there.
15 seconds.
Last 15 seconds, every calorie counts.
10,
Ramon was savage on the first bike. Any makeup ground on these guys. May not have left himself enough time for it. We'll have to check the scores later today. Heat 2 is done. Ben Weiss came into the day with the mission. Good day, Ben. And he absolutely achieved it. We'll try to talk to Ben tomorrow. Little interview, Frank?
Yes.
Seemed pretty pumped up at the end of that one.
I'm really pumped up. I was not happy with my placing coming into this workout, but that I did better than testing. And I just, because of the fatigue and the soreness, I was like, I'm just gonna focus on the effort, execution, and just like, this is kind of how I feel based on how my body's feeling. And I'm happy with that.
You ended up in a situation where Nikki and Jacob were very close to you throughout the workout. How aware of you were
Very aware,
you?
very aware. They were creeping up on me on the handstand walk, but I knew as soon as we got to the bike, it was gonna suck. My judge was awesome. He was cheering me on, but I mean, me and my coach have been doing intervals like that all the time. So that's whenever I was like, just trust the training. I'll be okay. I got 30. I can work hard. I can make it hurt more than I think I can, and we executed. I'm super grateful for that.
It's pretty nice when the stuff you work on in the gym, you actually get a chance to show it on the floor.
One for one. I mean, I smashed my training time by like over 2 minutes, so
wow.
I'm stoked about that, man.
Well, great way to end the day.
Grateful, great way to end the day.
2 more to fight tomorrow.
Recover, hang out with my friends, laugh, and be ready tomorrow.
All right. Great
Thanks,
stuff,
brother.
Frank.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
brother.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Frank Masrani putting the work in the gym on display here on the competition floor in a tight battle with Jacob Dunlap and Nicky Rogers throughout. Those intervals paying off on the bike. Thank you, Coach. And we'll see where it lands on the leaderboard. We got one more heat to go here. Ben Wise surging up the leaderboard similarly to Tracy Johnson on the women's side. Last heat of men get their chance at workout number 4 in a minute as middle day of Metcon Rush rolls on for the elites here from Hagerstown.
Finally, the lead man on the floor to the final event today.
Two minutes, athletes. 2 minutes.
Let me your body, you got me in a zone. Better believe in a half ass, I can make you explode. You don't want to play.
Within 2 minutes of starting the last heat of the day for the elite men here at Metcon Rush 2025. In lane 1, we got Jordan Bailey. Came in today in 9th, had a 7th place this morning, currently sits 8th overall. In lane 2, we have Josh Beaker, started the day tied for 6th, 3rd this morning, currently sits in 4th place. Lane 3, that's Ethan Sheeb. Started the day in 3rd, took an 11th this morning, he's bounced down to 5th. Lane number 4, we have Mateus Ferro. Started the day in 5th, had a 9th this morning, currently in 6th. Lane 5, we have Noah Wilson. He was first to start the day. He got a commanding win this morning to open up even a bigger lead. Still in 1st. Sean Finlay sits in 6th. He took a second place this morning. No, that's not right. I think he did fifth this morning. He's sitting in tie for second with Luke Burns, who was fourth this morning and now sits in that tie for second. He's here in lane number 7. So those guys are in a little battle right next to each other. Javier and Sevilla, 6th to start the day, 8th this morning, still in 6th. Sean Colgan and Briley Smith round out the heat. Sean was 8th, Briley was in a tie for 9th. Sean's currently 12th, Briley's in 11th. So both outside of the top 10, trying to maintain their spots in this final heat going into the last day. And this is the task at hand if they want to do it. You got a buy-in, 30 calories and 100 feet handstand walking. A buyout, 100 feet handstand walking and 30 calories. And in the middle, a 4-round, I think, bruiser. Four rounds of 21 toes to bar, 12, 10, 8, 6. On the wall-facing handstand push-ups, must wall walk into each set. You can come down any way you want. Athletes have been kicking down to the side and rolling out of it. About a 50-50 split there. And then 12 power snatches with 95 pounds on the barbell. These athletes took on a 2.4-mile campus run yesterday. They had a clean complex in the Coliseum about a half mile from here. Maybe a quarter mile from here. And today they have 2 Metcons. The women went, the men went, the women went, and the men are finishing up. We'll reseed again after tomorrow, or after today for tomorrow. We got 2 final opportunities for these guys to fight for places on the podium here at Metcon Rush 2025. Right now, everyone's looking at Noah Wilson. First on the run, 6th on the lift, first on the Metcon this morning. And this morning it wasn't even close. The run wasn't even close. He went for the heaviest lift on the platforms and ended up missing the complex. But if someone wants to beat Noah, they're going to have to do something special here, and they're probably going to need some help from everybody else. Or hope that he has a weakness. I saw him compete at Fittest of the Coast. Didn't really show many weaknesses there. So let's see what happens here. It's a pretty robust test that Tim's laid out for these guys. Speaking of, give a shout out to Tim and Keith, Becca, and the crew. They're really a small crew that works hard to make this competition happen, not just for these guys, but for 300 plus athletes that have come to participate in the 10th version of Metcon Rush. The judges out here, the staff and volunteers. Shout out to Victory Grips for helping sponsor the stream this year. Thick Boy, Barbell Voodoo, Chalked Up, LRX, Herd Athletics. Amongst the vendors on site here, Relentless Athlete as well. 2 competition floors here inside the arena, plus the running outdoors, and the elite and RX athletes got the chance to lift in that Coliseum I mentioned yesterday. First hands are going up. Looks like it might be Jordan Bailey, far side of the floor. Luke Burns, Noah Wilson, Sean Finley, Ethan Sheeb, Josh Beaker, all with hands in the air. Mateus Farrow second up. So it's Bailey, Farrow, Sheeb. Here comes Wilson, Burns, Finley, top 3 guys. They're currently sitting 4, 5, 6 in the heat. Beaker, who's in 4th place currently, is going to be 7th. Off the bike, Javier and Sevilla, Sean Colgan, and Briley Smith all off the bike as well, and you'll see them enter the floor. They're the 3 guys closest to us on the stream. There goes Javier. The red hair and black shoes is Sean Colgan, and Briley Smith will be right in front of us. Farrow about 5 feet behind Bailey. Wilson moving faster on his hands than Sheeb, Burns, and Finley. So first set of toes to bar underway. Sorry about that. So everyone working on the first set of toes to bar here. Briley Smith came down one section early, so he has 5 feet to go on the far right side of the floor. And Noah Wilson, Mateus Farrell, the first two to get to the wall facing handstand push-ups. And let's see how these set of 12 goes for the leader in the competition. Luke Burns, right side of the floor, is going to kick down, and Jordan Bailey on the far left side are going to be third and fourth up. Here comes Ethan Sheeb and Sean Finlay. Sean Finlay in the black shirt, pink shorts. Farrell faster than Wilson there. Burns also faster. So Wilson gets the 12, but he's a little slow on it. Farrell at the lead. Mateus Farrell, one of the top two guys with a 325 complex yesterday. Along with Ethan Sheeb, who looks like he's finished up his handstand push-ups. So it's Farrell, Burns, Wilson, Finley, Sheeb, Beaker. Not in really at all in that order, but those are the top 6 guys in the division. Aaron Sabia also in the mix, tied for 6th with Mateus Farrell coming into this one. And he's 7th to the barbell. Farrell moving his marker forward first. Burns forgetting to do so, starts walking back. There he goes. It'll be the same time as Wilson. Hogan jogging out to his barbell. Farrell quick on the transition here. Burns second to jump up. Wilson, who is fastest on the toes to bar in round 1, is going to be third up on the pull-up bar.
Quick break here for Farrell. Burns still hanging on strong here with these 7.
Almost hitting his feet on the Dolomer, but it looks like he's got enough space that it's not a problem for him. Beaker on the far left there in the green shorts. Sheeb next to him is hanging in there. And it's Sabia moving back to the pull-up bar there on the right side in the gray shorts. Noah Wilson going for another set of unbroken toes to bar. Farrell 2 reps to go. Burns to the wall at the same time. Burns and Farrell were both faster than him on the handstand push-ups in round 1. Luke Burns on the right side of the screen in the black t-shirt and blue shorts is going to be first off these set of 10. He's got only 2 reps to go. And Luke Burns, well aware of the deficit that he has to Noah right now and what needs to be done. These guys know each other quite well also. I bet he knows that Noah can do these, but not as fast as him. Farrell will come off the wall in second. Beaker, Finley, and Sheeb are heading back at the same time. So it's Burns, Farrell, and Wilson, followed by Finley, Beaker, and Sheeb. Aaron Sabia, Bailey, and Colgan the next group, and Briley Smith at the back of this heat right now. Beaker moves forward. Finley takes a break. Sheeb staying up on the wall, but it's a little bit slow. He'll get him done, so he'll move ahead of Finley there. Luke Burns remembers got to move it this time, so he'll open up about a 4-rep lead over Farrell and Wilson. Here comes Aaron Sabia, fast on those handstand push-ups, moves ahead of Bailey, Finley, and Sheeb in 1 set of strict handstand push-ups. So Wilson separates from Farrell a little bit. They're all chasing Burns currently. Beaker hanging in the mix here. We're at the 6:45 mark. Ben Wise with a super fast time. I don't have it written down. Cam will remind us of it eventually. But that's what they're chasing. And then it was about 15:45, 15:46 for the next 2 guys. Jordan Bailey, far side of the floor. Smaller sets on the handstand push-ups. So Burns staying on the bar. Multi-year veteran of Metcon Rush here. Aaron Sabia right behind Sheeb. Beaker solidly 4 in the heat. Finlay just behind Aaron Sabia and Sheeb, and here comes Colgan. Luke Burns on the wall right behind Javier there. 2 to go. That's the set of 8 done for him. So Burns opened up a little lead. He'll have to be conscious of the time from Ben. Wilson separates from Farrell on the toes to bar. And as the handstand push-ups become less and less, you have to think that it's becoming better and better for Noah Wilson relative to the field, not relative to Luke Burns. Beaker now looking to challenge Wilson. They both kick up on the wall at the same time. Beaker's on there in lane 2. Wilson with some of his fastest handstand push-ups yet, but he takes the break. Beaker's motoring through, and he'll make the pass. So Beaker into second in the heat. He's 10 reps and now 11 behind Burns. So it's Burns moving into the final round. Beaker all the way up to second in the heat. Wilson's looking over at him. Barrow, one more handstand push-up to go back there. Aaron Sabia, who we mentioned was fast on those handstand push-ups. Let's take a look at those right now, as he's going to lay down at the same time as Sheeb and Finley, but likely move right past them. Have it, Aaron Sabia. There we go. Finley in the black there, going to be about a rep from finishing there. And Sheeb on the left on the handstand push-ups will be a couple reps behind Finley. So it's Burns on the toes to bar. Big battle on the snatches. Wilson and Beaker last rep at the same time. We probably give Wilson the advantage on the toes to bar, Beaker the advantage on the handstand push-up. The snatches probably also go to Wilson. Let's see how it plays out. Barrow, 2 reps to go on his snatches. Aaron Sabia with 4 to go. Sheeb, Finley, both on the same set as wall, but Luke Burns, last set of wall-facing handstand push-ups for him here. And unbroken across the board on the handstand push-ups for him. Wilson now breaks on the toes to bar. Beaker as well. Farrow still in the 4 spot. Here comes Aaron Sabia. Last rep for Finley right there in the black. 2 to go for Sheeb. Burns into his final set of snatches. Colgan on the handstand push-ups in 8 off screen. Riley Smith just finishing up a set of toes to bar. Bailey, far side of the floor, has fallen off the pace with the handstand push-ups. So it's Burns and now Beaker actually taking the toes to bar relative to Wilson. So those unbroken sets from Wilson early, catching up a bit with him here. And Josh Beaker, the beneficiary of that. Beaker, again, no problem on the handstand push-ups. That's 6 done for him. Wilson just heading there. Burns with 1 rep to go. And he's into the buyout phase at the 10:40 mark.
About 11 minutes in,
13-17 the time that Ben Weiss laid down in Luke Burns' face. And that's going to be tough. Noah Wilson off the wall. Beaker with several rep advantage on him. So it's Burns on the handstand walk. Beaker and Wilson battling on the barbell. Aaron Sabia and Farrow to the wall. Finley with 3 reps to go on the toes to bar. Sheeb next after that. Hand up for Beaker. No hand up for Wilson yet, but now there it goes. Burns is upside down again. You'll see him enter the screen here. 13-17. Ben Weiss. I wonder if he's watching.
Luke Burns on the way back, 25 feet down. Gets across.
I think that with that drop, Ben Weiss is likely going to win this one. Huge points for him. Beaker's done. Wilson with 1 to go. Those guys are likely to be battling for 3rd and 4th overall on the heat.
We are
2.5 minutes from Weiss to the next finisher. Burns has a minute and change to try to catch Ben Weiss. Beaker motoring on his hands. Now Wilson up as well. And Sabia with a couple snatches to go. Sheeb on the snatches, Farrow on the snatches, Finley on the snatches in the last round. Beaker with about a 10-foot advantage over Wilson. Keep an eye on Luke Burns on the bike. 45 seconds to Ben Weiss this time. Beaker, great pacing so far in this one. 5 feet to go for Ben Weiss. For Josh Beaker. Ben Weiss is the time we're chasing. So Beaker to the bike, Wilson 25 feet to go. There goes Aaron Sevilla. He's now in fourth in the heat. Wilson topples over. Javier takes a break. He's got 10 feet to go. One snatch for Finley. Farrow making a move. Ethan Sheeb, 1 rep to go. Can Wilson get to that bike? Yes. 5 seconds for Weiss this time. So Ben Weiss will win this one. Burns, Beaker, Wilson all on the bike. No hand up for Burns yet. And there it is. Aaron Sabia on the handstand walk. Finlay, Farrow, and Sheeb as well. But right now it's Luke Burns who's looking to try to close the gap that Noah Wilson has opened up. And Luke Burns in front of the crowd, 13:40. Will take it. Josh Beaker crushed that bike. And there he goes. Phenomenal execution by Beaker. Only man on the bike was Wilson, but now Aaron Sabia as well. Still 1:45 until the next time that we have to beat, so that's going to go down for sure. Mateus Farrow, his last 5 feet, there he goes. Wilson with 5 to go. Approaching the 14:30 mark. Oh, Wilson will finish 3rd in the heat, 4th in the event. Aaron Sabia, Farrow on the bike. Sheeb has passed Finley on the handstand walk, although a no rep there. 15 feet to go for him, 20 to go for Sean. Sean's on the right and he's up. He gets 10, 15, and 20. Sheeb, so Finley and Sheeb will be battling. Aaron Sabia should be our next finisher. And that'll be faster than the previous times to beat. Parents waiting for him. Next 3 finishers all here on the bike. Sean Colgan, 50 feet of handstand walking to go. Jordan Bailey to his last set of snatches. Briley Smith, 2 more snatches to go. We would expect Farrow to be the next hand up. Sheeb and Finley got there after him. And now Mitch Griffith's time's going to pass, as well as Frank Mascherani. Farrow, 2 calories left. Colgan gets to the bike. 1 minute remaining. And Farrow will jog it in.
Smith on his final handstand walk. As we have 49 seconds remaining in the air.
Finley gets the better of Sheeb on the bike there. Times from a couple others. Dunlap and Rogers could potentially factor in. Bailey finishes up his snatches. Sean Colgan's the next possible finisher. Riley Smith here, last time second. Let's see how far he can get. Bailey's got 10 feet down.
5.
Riley fights. No heel on the line.
1 time.
So that'll do it for the elite men here on day number 2. Not a quick interview, but Ben Weiss will take the win. Luke Burns second. Josh Beaker third.
Josh Beaker going third. Coming up next,
And Noah Wilson fourth.
coming out to the floor here.
Okay, no worries.
Team's coming out next.
Javier and Sevilla says, I cannot talk. Let's see if anyone can.
I saw your test yesterday.
My what? My guesses.
You texted me yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
You just hold that up by there. Mateus Ferro.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I've seen you compete live before. Is this your first time here?
No, not really. I'm Brazilian.
Yeah.
I have a huge history in CrossFit.
Yeah.
I have a CrossFit Games, 6 times regionals. But here, I'm a super new.
Yeah.
And I love it. How high level is. Thank you, sir. And for me, I'm just keep learning, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm new guys, a new pacing, and I'm super happy about it.
So did you come here from Brazil?
Yeah, I'm living in United States 2 years and a half. I live in Charleston, South Carolina, and I moved to Washington around some month. And now I'm Invictus Washington athlete.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I'm trying push my limits sometimes.
Yeah, it was a nice lift you hit yesterday.
Thank you. It was amazing. Not my goal. My goal was at 330, but I tried 335 and I missed it. And so 330.
They make them strong in Brazil.
Yeah, but a lot of Brazilians super strong. Sometimes because they're the right things, but sometimes I know Brazil is a baby in this sport, and a lot of people don't understand how hard it is. You work every day, 24/7, no party, no junk foods, no nothing, to got a spot here and some regionals, some CrossFit Games or World Fitness Project, and sometimes some Brazilians or some South Americans don't understand how hard it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're fighting really well right now.
Oh,
you're in that
thank you.
top 5 or 6. Feeling good going into the last day?
Yeah, let's go. Two works.
Well,
Two more shots.
There we
Really
go.
fun. Really fun. Thank you so much.
It's great to see you competing for the first time, Mateus.
Thank you.
Great to have you here. Thanks, brother. Mateus Ferro, a lot of history and competition in South America, and getting his competition legs under him here after this Metcon rush against some fit guys from the South region. 2 days down, 1 day to go from Hagerstown, Metcon Rush 2025. Thank you guys for being with us. Thank you to Victory Grips. Thank you to Roger back in Spain. I would be totally screwed and unable to do this without him. Thanks to Chad for the graphics and Patrick for all his support. For everyone at B.Friendly Fitness and at Metcon Rush, thank you guys, and we'll see you for the final day tomorrow.